This is one of my favorite stretches. It's awesome. You don't need to warm up or anything like that. You can go slow, you can go fast, you can kind of customize it quite a lot. You can even do it in a chair. We can explore that later, or against a wall. Okay, so Vitalasana, Madhyasana, cat-cow pose. You've maybe done this before, but when you do it with deep intention, it feels amazing. So we're going to start by turning ourselves around. I'm actually on my knees right now, facing the front of your mat. So I'm vertical on my mat, facing forward. All right, so we are going to, we're going to have your knees under your hips. That's the first step. And see how that feels. If it feels like, no, I hate it, you can actually bend your mat, pinch your mat, and make a little cushion. You can throw a towel or pillow under here too. I had a knee injury for a while, and I was doing this with actual pillows for my bed under my knees. But if it hurts or you feel any pain, hang tight, and we'll learn how to do this against the wall or in a chair later, so you don't want to have any pain. So place your knees under your hips, place your hands under your shoulders. So imagine that your thighs and your arms are your little table legs. Whenever you do any yoga pose, the foundation of the pose is the most important part. You want to make sure that you have a stable foundation so your table doesn't fall over. Your fingers are pointed forward. Your fingers are spread wide. You straighten your spine. And just make sure that this feels comfortable. And then with your toes, you can either tuck your toes for a little bit more support or let your feet hang out flat. It doesn't really matter. So from here, you're going to inhale, and you're going to drop your pelvis, your belly down. Take your shoulders back and look up. As you're doing this, you're really pushing your tailbone out, and you're opening your chest. Act like you want to show your chest to the world. Like maybe you have a sun. You're like, yeah, this is the sun. And you want to really open your chest. So you're making this stretch movement. It's really subtle and no one can see it. So you're putting your hands, again, under your shoulders. Fingertips spread wide, knees under hips. Inhale as you dip your belly down, so you're pushing your tailbone or your butt up. Open your shoulders. So take your shoulders down and back. Look up. Now you're going to exhale through your nose, and you're going to drop your head down as you push the mat away from you with your hands as you relax your tailbone, and you're going to tuck your tailbone in. Take your head and act like you're looking at your belly button. And really just push with your hands. Push the mat away from you with your hands. And then inhale. Relax your back and your body, and bring your head forward. Dip your belly down. Push your tailbone up. Open your heart again. So take your shoulders down and back as you look up. Again, exhale through your nose and start to round your spine. Pushing the mat away from you with your hands, bringing your tailbone in and looking down at your navel. Push the mat away from your hands, and you really feel that. Inhale, bring it all down again. Look up. Drop the belly down. Push the tailbone up. Exhale. Again, rounding the spine, looking down at your belly button. Inhale, coming up, shoulders down and back. Exhale, down. Really push that mat as you round your spine. Really push with your hands. Bring the tailbone down, looking down through your navel. Really make your spine such a rounded little thing right now. And then inhale, coming forward. Drop the shoulders down and back. Pushing your tailbone up. Really do that subtle motion to open your chest. And again, exhale, drop it down, round the spine, push the mat. Inhale, up. Do a few of these on your own breath. So remember, inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, round the spine, look down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. So just mindfully on your own breathing. Let's just do just a few of these. And when you're ready, you can either keep doing this exercise, like really you can even do this for a few minutes, it's wonderful, or we can add some more motion. So I'm gonna take my hips and I'm gonna act like my hips are a spoon and I'm stirring a pot of something. So you're taking your hips in a circle. So just focus on your hips. And then let's go to the other side and focus your hips. So just focus your hips. And from here, we're gonna incorporate the same movements of the cat and cow pose. So remember, we're making that snake water-like thing with our spine. We're gonna do it again, but we're gonna do it with our hips. So it doesn't have to be perfect. This is all about just making your back feel awesome. So remember, if anything feels weird, stop, find your edge, find your limit. So what I'm doing is, again, coming back into tabletop, hands under shoulders, fingertips spread forward, knees under hips. I'm going to take my hips to the left. I'm going to take my shoulders to the right. So hips to the right, hips to the left, shoulders to the right. I'm going to push the mat away from me with my hands and look down. And then I'm going to swivel my hips to the right, dropping the belly down, looking up. So just try to incorporate some movements. And you can bring your hips back, almost a child's pose, bring your hips back. Bring it to the side, bring it to the right. You can bring it back. Just explore wiggling your spine from side to side, maybe twisting a little bit. You can bring one shoulder up, one shoulder down. Have some fun with it. This doesn't need to look perfect. It's really all about what you want in your spine right now. And then when you're ready, we're just gonna come back to center. So that's center, what I mean center is tabletop for this. So your hands are, again, fingers spread wide, pointed forward, knees under hips, spine is straight. So from here, we're gonna add some core work. So you're gonna inhale and lift your knees up and see how this feels. If this feels like, no way, then you can just do the normal cat cow, or maybe you can do it for just a few breaths. Maybe you can do one knee, then the other knee. You can even throw some blocks under your knees. That's a fun alternative, just to give you a little lift. So we're gonna try two. Okay, so your hands are under your shoulders, pointed forward, knees under hips. Tuck your toes so they're on the mat. And now you're gonna lift your knees up. So now your hands are connected with the mat and your toes are connected with the mat. And you're in this tabletop. So now you're gonna inhale, look up, drop the shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine. Bring it down, look towards your belly button. Inhale, move the head forward, take the shoulders back, looking up, concave the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine, look down. Inhale, up, shoulders down and back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, up, shoulders down and back. Exhale, round the spine. Drop your knees down, breathe. You can relax your feet if you have them pointed. And come to sit on your heels. So place your sit bones on your heels. Spread your, what's going on with my shirt here? Spread your knees wide or keep them together. Explore what feels the best for your particular body. Most women tend to like their knees spread wide, so it really just depends. But some guys do too. Really depends on your bone structure. So see if you want your knees together or